What about New Year's Eve?
Well, that was different. I couldn't help myself. They never found out who did it. But it had to be someone in town, someone who knew that she was called Rose. And Mark, that guy still might be around here.
When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye.
Hello and welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast, the podcast where three men drink beers and gripe about horror movies.
Skin makes me cry. You float like a feather.
Huh, I don't believe this. You're talking about something that happened over 30 years ago.
I wish I was special.
Just so everyone's aware, there will be spoilers and plenty of nasty, nasty language.
But I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
I would run through the forest of fire.
Alright,
The Prowler.
hello,
Hello, welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast. My name's John.
I'm Cobra.
I'm white gold.
Ben's not here today, he's recovering from his surgery to have his
That was Wes.
penis turned to labia. Well, who are you?
There's only three of us. I didn't have anybody I could steal a name.
I'm gonna let you guys start this.
I just ruined my own joke, I think. Cobra doesn't want to review this movie, and neither do we.
Cobra took off.
He left.
I'll be back when the titties show up.
Not that far into the movie. You should be back soon.
So this movie opens with war footage, and every single time I watch this, I'm like, wait, did I click on the right fucking thing? Because every time I've watched it on YouTube except for once. And it's like people coming back from the war.
All I know is there's one more graduation dance, which, did this happen in the 80s?
What?
Were these dances like a huge thing? Every slasher film has.
They have the same goddamn
A
thing.
dance that
I've
something
never
happened
seen
and they
an
can't have
actual
another one.
sleepaway camp. I've never seen a graduation dance. These things don't. The original title of this was Rosemary's Killer, which I guess is the first girl that dies.
That was the name of it when it was released in England, I think.
Yeah. It starts out with a Dear John letter about.
What a bitch.
She's a fucking asshole. The guy's been over there like getting shot at
For years,
and she's like, I really need to get laid. So
I can't wait any longer.
I've been using fucking vibrators and it's just not doing the trick. So I gotta go.
Hammock.
I don't know where I'm going with this.
Just breathing.
I heard vibrators and I got excited.
Well, so basically she says, I'm breaking up with you before you get back from the war, so I hope you die.
Rosemary.
Dickhead. Yeah. And now we got fucking
The dance.
The Dance, which is, I don't know what's going on.
1945.
Glenn Miller was famous, apparently, at this time, which I thought he took a while for people to get famous back then. But
So Rosemary breaks up.
Glenn Miller, was he a music guy?
yeah, and then he was killed in World War II, I guess. I didn't know that.
I
This
didn't
movie's
either.
like a fucking history lesson.
All right.
So Rosemary broke up with her boyfriend over a letter and then starts dating a total dickhead.
Is he?
He's kind of a dick.
I thought he was just rich, like a rich
Who's
asshole.
Jimmy Turner and why does he live in the basement?
No.
I don't even know who Jimmy Turner is.
I don't-
Oh, Jimmy Turner sleeps in the basement.
I don't know.
That's
that was
later
the,
on.
That
I
was
know
like
what
the
you're talking
banter
about.
going on at the dance.
Okay, they talk about wanting to go to the point, and they're like, "Come on, we'll
You
come
mean
back."
Makeout Cove?
No, the point at the beginning, it's the point. It becomes Makeout Cove or something. But they're
Yeah,
like,
it
"Let's go to the
does.
point. We'll be back." And I'm like, "If you're going to the point, you're not coming back.
Well, this
You're going to bed." Shortly after.
You're gonna have coffee and wake up
Yeah.
the next morning.
well, this guy's being like 1940s rapey. Like,
I thought he was just basically saying, "I'm gonna fuck you."
Well, he's
and
like-
she's like, "I'm all right with that."
Well, he's
and
like,
that's pretty
"Well,
much it.
we fucked one time. What happened then? She's like, well.
I couldn't help it.
I bled everywhere.
Oh,
Oh Jesus! What are you over there, a saint?
I bled everywhere.
Well, if she was a virgin, she probably did.
Wow. Again, more thought put into this than I put. Okay. Joe Zito.
Oh, I'm sorry. You
Joe
want to keep
Zito
it
is a-
PG?
Joe Zito's a director, and he directed Friday the 13th 4, so a lot of the sound is, the soundtrack is the same. And I
A
think
lot of
it's-
the scenes are from
what I
Friday
think-
the 13th Part 2.
I think he's
Yeah.
warming up for Friday the 13th 4. Like, this is his project that he turned in and said, I can direct your movies. See, I've done it before.
Is this his first direction?
I have no idea.
You
Is
don't
it
care
his
that
first,
much?
when you say, is it his first direction, it just sounds weird.
Okay.
This movie should have been called Rosemary's Floozy, because this girl is definitely a floozy.
Well, we have our first comparison to Friday Part 2, same year, with the double impalement scene at the beginning with the pitchfork.
No!
If this guy's MO is killing people like an army person, why,
Why
is he fucking carrying a pitchfork around?
Is he a farmer
I
in
like,
the off season?
do you like the look of the Prowler? I like the look.
I like his look, but why the fuck does he have a pitchfork?
He kills him with his bayonet sometimes, too.
That's what I'm confused about, though. He gets dressed up like he's gonna go out and kill people with a fucking army shit, and then he kills them with a pitchfork.
Yeah.
And is he carrying that fucking thing everywhere with him?
If so, he looks
It
ridiculous.
looks like a pretty flimsy
Somebody had to
pitchfork,
see him and
too.
be like, what's that army dude doing with a pitchfork?
He only comes out at night, doesn't he?
Mostly.
He can hide in
Oh.
the bushes.
Okay, so we cut to the future after somebody...
This
these
movie
two
could have
people
been
get-
called The Lurker.
Yeah?
That was its. That
The
was its,
Creeper.
The
The
Creepo,
Lurker.
yeah.
That's
They
the
went
title.
with The Prowler.
That's the title they used while filming. Was the Lurker. The Observer.
The sexual predator. That would be meaning.
All better titles.
Yeah. Okay, so we meet Mark, who's the cop.
He's
Hitting-
got stunning feathered hair.
He's hitting on every single girl in this town.
I see. Is Pam somebody?
Pam's one of our heroes.
Columbus.
Looks like the girl
Amy
from Friday
Steele?
13th too, yeah. I had to make sure that it wasn't.
Who's Columbus?
I don't know. The killer's from Columbus. There's a killer in Columbus
Oh.
killing people heading towards
Do
them
you
or
think
something.
he's headed this way?
Why?
Why would he be?
Do killers like get in their car and just drive to the next town and kill the next person?
I just like that. They say he
Yeah.
might be headed this way.
It's like-
Yeah, and he's probably gonna hide if he gets there.
I think that was it. That was the 80s trope. There
Oh,
was a lot of
man.
that shit in movies.
They just kill him they kill one person at one time and immediately go to the next town and kill another person and get up and go to the next
So these are
town.
college kids, right? Because for a long time
I thought it was
high school.
Yeah, I thought it was high school at first,
And then
but
eventually,
I
yeah.
think it's college.
And we meet Major Chatham, or we hear about Major Chatham, who's a non-fucking entity in this movie, other than to kill time.
So, yeah, he's a
That's
creepy recluse.
He sits in a wheelchair, looking at people out the window.
He looks at the sorority girls across
Yeah,
the street.
which is fantastic.
But they keep running to the window and flashing him, so
Yeah.
why is he not gonna
I was
sit
gonna
there?
say.
This is the best life for an 85-year-old guy.
Yeah, he doesn't look too upset about it. He's not like, get out of here! No, by the way, the sheriff is the killer.
Spoiler.
Not really. You'll know right away when you
disappears
focus on
for-
how long he gets ready to go on his fishing trip.
He goes on vacation and he,
Oh, boy.
yeah, they can't find him.
He says something disparaging about the fucking dance. I can't remember what. They don't like it around here. Well, you don't like it.
George
Dance
drives a Woody
hasn't
wagon.
happened in 35 years.
Yeah, ever since you killed your girlfriend and then got away with
It's
it
like my Bloody
scot-free.
My Bloody
Nobody asked the
Valentine
ex-boyfriend.
Came
Nobody
out
asked
in
the ex-boyfriend.
1981 also.
Yeah.
Another really good movie from 81.
Oh, yeah,
Is this
that.
really good or good?
My Bloody Valentine
I
was
thought it
Oh,
pretty
I
good.
thought you were talking about the Prowler.
Oh,
This
no.
is not really good.
No, My Bloody Valentine is better than The Prowler. I'm afraid.
I liked mine. But you guys already reviewed it.
So,
Yeah.
In episode what?
I don't know.
With
I-
White Gold was here.
Episode
10, 9.
I don't know. 9 or 10.
I'm jealous I didn't get to see
Yeah,
it.
but
We could have used you because I didn't even fucking
You
talk
didn't
about
to
the second one.
Yeah, you were just like, you guys take it.
I hated it. It was awful.
I hated it.
I hate it. Trying to get even whinier than you.
You can't.
I know. I don't know why the killer is the sheriff. I don't know why the sheriff's still mad. I don't know why he's killing people here.
Because his Rosemary
Didn't he
left.
get his
Rosemary.
revenge?
Yeah, he killed
I
Rosemary.
thought so.
And then he became the sheriff. How fucking lucky are you? You killed someone
Got
and then
away with it.
became the sheriff. So you're in charge of all the law enforcement in town. Nobody will ever find out that you did it.
Somebody's walking by.
Mailman. Okay.
Carl Malone.
Yeah. Carl Malone stops at my house all the time.
What was he? The
Carl
man.
Malone says.
Okay, they're gonna... I don't know. This is dumb. There's like a scene where
The girls are getting ready to go to the
they're
dance.
spiking the punch and whatever, and we have a scene that's just like House of a Thousand Corpses. I think that might be where Rob Zombie got his
Yeah,
idea.
what scene was this?
They're in the store, and there's like
Grocery
an
store.
old dude, Otto, who's like slightly retarded, hanging out in the bathroom, and the other guy's like, kind of like Captain Spaulding almost, kind of like a rednecky kind of attitude.
Guess so.
That's the first thing my mind went to because I was bored as fuck.
There's a lot of slow parts in this movie.
George drives a Woody wagon.
Oh yeah, he does. Why do they make a bunch of like red herrings in this movie? Because you're supposed to think that Otis or Otto or whatever the fuck his name is. You're supposed to think he's a killer.
See
They
the guy
play
showed up
creepy
at the
music.
cemetery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how bored I was. I didn't even know who that guy was.
I didn't know his name either, but I knew that he was like
I was writing stuff down at the beginning, and
he
then
was
I
the
stopped
Willard
in
of
the middle.
pieces. They're like, we're gonna throw this suspicious guy in here, even though you know clearly he's not the killer.
Yeah, we spend way too much time with the sheriff to not know that he's an insane killer person.
Shower scene boobs.
It's a good kill. Good effect.
Maybe Chatham is mad because he's so old he can't get it up, and there's all these women flashing him, and he's like, man, I hate my life.
It's
It's
I had
obvi-
their
Look,
sneaking booze. How old are they?
I don't. That's what I was wondering. Are they in high school?
Maybe
'cause
they're
sneaking
like
booze, or-
freshmen in college. You're
Yeah,
probably
I
18 or
guess so.
19.
But it's the graduation dance.
this is true. They should be at least 21.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't either. I'm fucking confused.
Then it's high school, I guess.
I don't know why they try to make.
It's high school. Why is
Chatham.
the deputy hitting on high school girls?
Exactly.
I don't know what's going
Which
on.
is what I thought was happening at the beginning, and I'm like, whoa.
It was the 80s and that was cool.
I guess.
If your daughter dated a man of the law.
Oh, you're gonna go far in life.
Yeah. He makes $22,000 a year. I don't know what they made back then. I wasn't around.
Okay, I don't know why we're supposed to think that Chatham's the villain because he's in a fucking wheelchair. He can't walk around.
Okay.
Unless that was
A fake out?
yeah.
Did you ever think it was at any
No.
point?
I thought
He's in a
maybe.
wheelchair. He grabs one girl outside. How the fuck did he get outside?
I don't know.
We can wheel himself outside.
Elevator,
Where was he
maybe.
in a
That
wheelchair.
wheelchair looked pretty.
His house has to be. I assume he's been in a wheelchair a while.
I saw no wheelchair accessible ramps or anything in this movie.
I assume there were.
Granted, it was 81.
All right, so
Maybe at an
the
elevator.
girl gets in the shower.
and we
and-
see her boobs. And I know
Yeah.
you don't like that. 'cause
I
oh,
actually
you
really
did?
do.
You
Yeah.
liked it.
They were nice.
This particular one I
It's
did.
boner time, is what you said. Huh?
Exactly, my exact quote. I had headphones on, my wife was sitting beside me, and I just go, it's boner time. And she had no idea what I was even doing. Okay, yeah, he's in the room. Like, we get to see him getting ready to go out at the same time the girls are getting ready to get out.
This is a long sequence with
Oh.
boobs, too.
There's a lot of long sequences in this movie. That
This
just
whole
don't-
movie's a long
Pitchfork?
sequence. He goes in, he kills. I thought this kill is the best in the
Oh, the
movie. This is
boyfriend?
my favorite.
Man, he cuts him deep.
He puts the knife through the top of
Oh,
his head,
his
out his
head.
neck, and pulls it back out. And his eyes shoot up into his head. They roll
I
up.
thought that was kind of cheesy.
Oh, it was
guys.
creepy.
I like this
I
kid.
really liked it.
It's a good kill with the knife through the head.
And he
though.
wipes his blade
wipes
off.
the blade. That's
And
the
he's
best.
like, "Oh yeah, I brought this pitchfork. I got to use it too."
Again, is he a
Why?
farmer? Is he a revolutionary soldier? Or is he a World War II guy?
Yes, because our Revolutionary soldiers fought with pitchforks.
Didn't they?
If they got desperate, maybe they grabbed one. I
Yeah,
don't know.
there were farmers that helped, and they.
But I'm
pitchforked
pretty
people in
sure
the
that
Revolutionary War.
He was not in the Revolutionary
Look it up,
War.
history, Ben.
I'll
No,
look
this
it
guy
up.
wasn't, but he has a pitchfork, and I bet they used pitchforks in the Revolutionary War.
I guarantee you.
History guy.
I will tell you they didn't.
I bet they did. I'll look it up.
Okay. Bring me
What'd
one.
you get in history? A D
I
for dumbass?
Yeah, I was a history major. I just failed miserably at it.
Well, he doesn't know that they used pitchforks in the Revolutionary War.
I have a master's in history.
While
Thank
it
you
was
very
being
much.
fought in the churches of Los Angeles.
In
In
the
the
1500s.
I'm still researching that.
Yeah, keep researching it because it's bupkis. It
If
doesn't
If
exist.
it's 1599, I'm still gonna be like 1500s. I told you.
It's not. And you can look up about pitchforks too in the Revolutionary War. When was that? 1773?
late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, there were pitchforks there.
So
That's what I'm saying.
that's
Made
what
it
you.
sound like the
Uh,
Revolutionary soldiers were killing.
No, I mean there were guns there too, but they had farmers that.
we don't have
helped.
to reload these.
You guys are so stupid. I don't even know why I show up.
Oh, Hadnock.
Oh, you didn't give your review of that movie.
We'll do it at the
No,
end of this
not
if we have
yet.
time. Okay,
If
we
we have
should.
time.
We should because this movie gives us plenty of time.
Should we just leave blank space where it
Fucking-
leaves us blank space?
What's her name comes back? Pam comes back, and that girl's still in the shower.
She's Pam comes back to the house because she's pissed because she left the dance because the deputy,
some stuff
Mark,
on her.
shows up and he starts dancing with other girls.
With a friend, yeah. They're shimmying together.
That's hilarious.
It's her friend, I think.
I think it is.
That's how fucking, like, empty this movie is. They're like, we need a dance scene. What the fuck? So
Man,
Mark
it's definitely not as good as Crispin Glover.
not even close.
Friday 4.
So she goes back to change into a different dress.
Oh, she had punch spilled on her.
Yeah, and the Prowler's still in there. Why, I don't know. He's putting roses on people
He
in
was
the
the
shower.
original Bachelor. He was giving out roses.
How how many flights of how high is this building they're in? Because
I don't know.
She runs down
7 stories?
I'm pretty sure she ran down 5 stories.
But she doesn't get suspicious that her friend's been in the shower for over like 3 hours.
She's got to be prudy at this point, right?
Pretty pruny.
Oh, I haven't taken notes for a while.
I have women who are so unobservant.
So there's a chase scene with the Prowler.
It's a decent chase.
Yeah, the doors won't open anywhere.
No,
You
of
can't
course
get
not.
out of this fucking building.
I have the wheelchair perv grabs
He
her.
grabs her.
Takes her purse,
What's he even
scarf.
doing? What's he doing
Yeah,
out there?
He probably tries to grab her scarf so he can sniff it and touch himself.
If anything, wouldn't the Prowler want to kill the Major just because his daughter was bitchy?
I don't know.
I don't know what this guy's MO.
I don't even know why the Major's
Why-
there.
Exactly.
His MO is just kill, 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 kill like crazy.
He should have just went fishing. That would have been way more fun.
Hell yeah! It would have been. He could have taken his anger out on the fish.
I might fish tomorrow.
Might not. If I throat chop you, you might be incapacitated.
I'm actually watching other stuff on YouTube right now.
Nice.
The sheriff's Jeep is silly, is what I have.
How many times did the deputy
Jump scare?
No.
That girl?
the girl?
Oh, that was ridiculous.
The girl.
Oh man, just walk up, boo!
All the
Whoa!
time he's right behind that girl and he's like, hey!
What's the girl's name?
Pam.
Pam. She runs. She finds the deputy. How many times in this movie does he leave her alone? Stay here. Stay here.
Oh, they bring it up in one scene.
It's like the guy could be anywhere trying to kill her.
To me, that was the reason when I first saw this that I thought this movie was good because of that one. I wasn't paying attention.
Which scene?
The scene where like he drops her off and he's like, "I'm gonna go in alone.
Oh,
you stay
yeah.
here," and she's like, "That's stupid."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh wow, they called it out." Not paying attention to the fact the movie was
They
just
do
going
break
nowhere.
and enter, though, into Chatham's house.
Yeah, they go in.
That's a long scene too.
Yeah.
It's
There's a lot of drawn-out scenes here.
6,
Nothing
5
beats the flashlight scene in the cemetery, though. Oh, my God.
They're all like 6 to 8 minutes, and it's just Major.
Major Chatham.
Major.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, what's going on here? Why are they looking for him? Because he grabbed her arm?
I guess. I don't know. I have this as riveting.
It certainly is.
I have a funny quote coming up.
Oh.
I have Mark jump
Bathroom
scared
vomiting.
Pam 3 times already, and it's only like
Oh.
33 minutes into the movie.
There's a girl who's mad at Paul because Paul's throwing up in the toilet. I don't even know who Paul is, but she's like, "Paul's a jerk." I don't get it.
Back to the dance.
And
Seen
then
Cobra
we're at the
throw-
dance. There's more bad dancing.
I've seen Cobra hugging a toilet like that before.
When?
When you downed a lot of Jack that one night.
Night was that?
We were at somebody's house party, and your ex-girlfriend told her he vomited 20 sometimes that night.
Wow.
That wasn't Jack, that was Goldschlager.
Was that Goldschlager?
And that
I
was
think
when
it was Jack.
I was drinking for the Pope because he died that night.
That's right.
There was a girl I dated
kept
once,
toasting.
okay, and it had only been like 4 weeks since we had been dating, and I think it was New Year's, and I was double fisting champagne,
Ooh.
and I drank to the point where I went upstairs and I just fell asleep on her bed, right, sideways, and she came up and asked me if I could move, and I said no, and then I tried to move, and I threw up all over her bed.
Oh. God.
And then I think at one point during the night I got into the bathroom to take a shit, and somebody came in and I tried to chase them out with my pants around my ankles.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You're a horrible human.
So yeah, the Prowler.
Yeah.
You're the prowler, or the creeper, or the shitter.
Prowler.
Somehow she did not dump me that night.
Wow,
I don't
that's
know
amazing.
how.
That is amazing.
Oh man, I wish she would have.
What? The girl goes swimming in the pool by herself.
Yeah, it's somebody's pool. Somebody's. She mentions.
Where is
But I don't
this?
know where it is.
And are they playing music like Jaws is in the pool?
Yeah, but when she gets...
Is the Prowler in... Why the Prowler get in the pool? Why is the Prowler at the pool?
He wanted to swim?
He just, with his suit on.
That would weigh him down when
he
he gets
gets...
out.
No shit.
Oh my god.
He gives her a vicious kick to the face, though, with boots on.
Yeah.
No, I have, at the dance, there's word, they get word of some shit going down.
There's a Prowler on the loose outside.
A Prowler has
That's
been
when it gets
seen
named.
around campus, and I thought of you, Cobra, when you took the happy bus, you were drunk.
Oh, God.
And he showed up on campus, doesn't attend the university, gets into an apartment complex.
Oh, no.
Knocks on some random girl's door and says, "Can I come in? I'm cold because I kicked you out of the bar." Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. And I slept in the stairwell of that apartment.
I just picture
Did
them
you just
sending...
think, because you said you were cold, that she'd be like, "Oh, okay, sure, stranger."
I didn't know what was going to happen. I was
Cold.
so drunk and cold. It was February. And a good thing I followed somebody into, like, a place near the ski hill.
Mm.
It was like the last stop of the Happy Bus that night, and I had got kicked out of Ginger Hill because I couldn't stand on
If
one
you had
foot.
gone to the with the heights around at that point, because you probably could have got in somewhere there.
Yeah, I didn't know though. I was like so drunk, and I followed this person in, and I got to there was only 3 stories, and I got to the top of the stairwell, and there were 2 apartments, and I knocked on the one door, and some girl answered, and I thought I said, I'm cold, can I come in and stay?
Just
And I
like
could have been
ma'am.
like, yeah, like that. And she's like, the people that live here aren't home, so I can't let you in. Really? Then why are you in there? Is what I wanted. I didn't think that, but that's what she told me.
You're somebody who doesn't live here. I'm somebody that doesn't live here. This
And
works.
I woke up the next day
And you were in the stairwell.
in the stairwell, right outside her door on this stairwell, and I went down.
So you
my
didn't even
phone,
make it that much further?
My phone and wallet were on the first floor. I don't know.
I gotta get rid of these.
Well,
weighing me
I
down.
picked up my phone and called. Was like, you need to come and get me. He's like, where are you? I'm like, I don't know yet. I walked out and I was like, I see the ski hill loop around the university. I'm somewhere in the back.
I just,
Oh, it was awful.
I picture there were text messages being sent out to students going, "There's a Prowler that's been seen around campus."
Oh man.
He's cold without a coat. It was the dead of winter.
I
wasn't
probably
it?
could have died if I
He'd be
didn't follow
asking
that
for a
person
blanket.
in. I'm cold. Can I come in?
So this girl in the pool, she's not dancing, and isn't that the reason why he's pissed off? Because there's a dance? He's mad that these people are throwing a dance? He's not killing the people who are dancing. He's just
No.
fucking picking
I
people
don't
off
know
at
what
the pool.
he's doing at this point.
I don't know what
Again,
his motivations
he has his
are.
revenge. He already killed her.
Yeah,
I don't
it's done.
understand.
Oh yeah, then we get the downstairs sex scene where nothing happens.
Oh, those two.
There's 2 people down.
The Prowler watches
the
them for a
basement?
little
It's not
bit.
even the Prowler. It's just
Oh, it's
some
not.
fucking guy. I think it's Otto or Otis or Odo or whatever.
Otto.
Otto. He's watching him. Or maybe that's the guy who lives in the basement, that Jimmy guy.
It's Cropsy.
What? Jimmy! Wait, I think I got his name. Jimmy Turner!
Jimmy Turner's watching him.
Why is he in the
Jimmy
basement?
Turner.
And it's the last time you see Jimmy Turner or the 2 people having sex. They don't die. Nothing happens. What the fuck?
I have no idea.
It's a good neck slice in the swimming pool, though. Get the blood dispersing in the water.
Yeah, and then there's another girl who went to look for the swimming girl, and I forgot this happened until I saw it again. She gets killed with a bayonet.
Then we
And
get
then-
the deputy calling the sheriff. finally.
Paul gets, some guy named Paul, the throw-up guy. He's causing a ruckus, so they throw him in a jail cell.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that's about. 'Cause
Otto's in the cemetery.
Paul doesn't die. Yeah,
When's that?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yeah, they're in the
Cops.
cemetery. You're right. They are in the cemetery next.
That's a long scene.
They look in the cemetery
This-
for a long time.
Oh my god.
What were they doing in the cemetery?
Mark was looking for... What was he doing there? Oh, there was a grave dug up.
Oh, that's right.
He was searching around the cemetery for an awful long time. I don't know what the fuck. There was a grave dug up?
There was
Is
a
that
grave
what was
dug
going
up,
on?
and he was supposed to go find it.
Those goddamn kids.
Yeah.
Friday Part 6.
Why they want to dig up cheese?
I got a high school education. Or say
Do they
eighth
think
grade.
I'm a fart head? While they're digging stuff up, Otto shows up out of nowhere and bangs on the Jeep, scares Pam, and
At this point, couldn't he be the Prowler?
Yeah, I guess.
This is when the cop calls that fat redneck, I think, and sees where the
Whoa.
sheriff is. And
I told you, I just got on duty an hour ago.
This is a funny gag, but it takes
It's-
too fucking
this
long.
movie
This isn't
without
a funny guy.
this
It could have
movie
been a bit-
without the extended
Here's the thing with
scenes.
comedy. Timing is everything. And this is not funny.
It's not good.
It watches him take a dibber,
No,
as I call it,
Then he goes,
put it in his mouth,
he's got to get the
spit it, shut the door,
slam the.
and then, oh yeah, I forgot I'm doing this trick. And then open the door again and shut it and be like, he ain't here.
I
So
told you.
fucking
This
stupid.
movie would have only been an hour long if they didn't
Oh, this scene?
extend
yeah.
every scene.
Well, I have something about the sheriff. Oh, the sheriff went to talk to Cod Daniels. That's why he's not available. So, that would have been a better movie. The sheriff goes away and we follow him and he goes against Cod Daniels.
Yeah.
That would have been a much better
The
movie
best
than
fish
this.
in town.
Yeah. I'm going to Chatham's alone. That doesn't make any sense.
I was just
Yeah, that scene. Yeah, there's that. And
There's
then
Rolling Rock beer in one scene there,
I
too.
saw that.
yeah.
Is that
Wow,
the fat
that's going
redneck that's
back.
drinking Rolling Rock?
I think so.
So
Dipping some Red Man.
Yeah. He knows how to be a true redneck.
Oh my God.
Some Levi Garrett.
So they're walking around Chatham's house again for some fucking reason.
Breaking and entering twice in this wheelchaired guy's house.
Is he stuck outside in his wheelchair and
Yeah,
can't
where's
get
he
back
at?
Did he show up again?
Is he hidden?
No, he's done. He's done for the rest of the movie. Because he was like, somebody help me, I can't get back in the house. And she's like, don't touch me, you creepy old man. He's like, please help me, I'm going to die.
Lights go out in the house now when they're
Yeah, the
searching
electric's
around.
out.
And this scene goes on forever as well.
This is fucking tedious. And then the fucking Prowler comes out and knocks Mark out. Why does he
Yeah.
fucking just knock him out?
And then the lights come back
I
on.
have that, like, why does he not kill the deputy? He's killed
Yeah.
everybody else. But
Because he
obviously-
knows them.
That's what I
Rosemary's body is in the chimney?
a la Halloween.
What? Why?
Didn't it get buried underground? I
No,
thought
he
that's
dug
where...
it up. That's why they went to the cemetery.
Oh,
But why did he
my-
stick it when he's done with? He's like, he gets it out and he's like, I need to put this in my chimney.
That's a
My God.
2.5, 3 minute scene of her pulling on the necklace.
Oh yeah.
To get the body to
get
fall.
that thing to fall out. There's another
Oh.
giving somebody a rose scene, I guess, because he's the bachelor.
Yeah.
Then we have the rat shows up and makes
Rat
Oh.
scary.
A mouse.
Friday Part 2.
Ooh, she peed herself in that.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
But what?
And
If you're
you
being
liked
chased
it.
by a killer, how come a killer does not scare you? You can hold still, but a mouse comes and you're like, oh, I'd
Freak
rather
out.
be stabbed by a pitchfork.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Ugh. This podcast isn't going to take long, but trust me, this movie's 90 minutes. It's hard to fucking believe, but
Oh my god, we're only 20 minutes in.
no, we still got like another 10, so we're about 28 minutes in.
Oh,
Yeah, it's so
Oh.
drawn out in the scenes that
They run around in the house for a while, and then the killer comes out, and Otto shows up and shoots him? What the fuck?
this is Friday the Part 2 scene with the pitchfork
Yeah.
right there.
oh
in the
she looked
door.
exactly
Just like her.
like her.
But why is Otto in the fucking Chatham house? Why does he have a shotgun? And how does he know what's happening?
In this fight sequence, he like just gives up, and he gets his Prowler mask ripped off, and you see it's him, and he just accepts the fact that his head's gonna get blown up by the shotgun, because he's like,
Doesn't he?
Oh, that's right.
He
Otto
ended up pulling
shoots
his
him.
mask off.
yeah.
Otto shoots him, and then I think it's because he's gagging on all the blood from being shot, because he's not 100%
Oh yeah, he
after
does
Otto
take a
shoots
blast in the side.
Yeah.
him. He shoots Otto and kills Otto, and you're like, oh no, poor Otto.
Did he? I don't remember.
Exactly.
And Otto was creepy to begin with, so you didn't really feel bad for
Yeah,
him.
you're like, oh no,
Even though he
poor
didn't
Otto.
do
oh,
anything.
no.
Otto really was the Prowler in this movie. He shows
And
up.
it's not a very
He
good.
was in the most awkward.
It's not a very good effect of Otto being shot either, because before Otto's shot, there's blood on the wall behind him, and then he jumps
I
backwards.
think I did notice that.
So, then we get the fucking sheriff is the killer, and he takes his mask off, and she blows his head off, which is the same effect as Maniac, except shorter and quicker.
And not as good, I
And
thought.
Not as good.
And you think
Not
this is,
nearly as
for
good.
as quick as this movie's fucking been, you think that the fucking thing's gotta be over. But this next scene actually takes like 5 fucking minutes, which is ridiculous.
Oh, where he drops her off in the morning?
Drops her off at home. Fucking, she goes upstairs. The guy is in the bathtub, and he's
The guy
still
was
alive.
killed.
How
guy
is that
that
guy
was killed
still
earlier.
alive?
Yeah.
He's like reaching for her, and
That guy should not. That guy bled out. I'm positive that guy bled out.
And plus, I don't remember, like, fucking anything about him, because when he leaves a rose on the fucking girl in the shower. So how'd the guy get in there and get a fucking noose on his neck?
Yeah, they didn't.
That must have been
They
afterwards.
didn't show him moving the body.
Did he go back and then he went to the pool after that? What the fuck?
I have no idea what the Prowler was doing.
What the fuck was the point of this fucking movie? It has to be like him showing Paramount, look, I can do a slasher movie. Make me do Friday the 13th 4. Alright, Ben, what'd you give this?
Starting out with me.
Fine. Cobra, what'd you give this?
Why are you always starting out with me?
Fine.
You
I
never-
gave this a 2 out of 10. I've never gave the first
I
one.
didn't think it was that bad.
I gave it a 2 out of 10.
That's
I was
a little low.
so you know what, though?
Boring.
This is
but-
like the 4th time I've seen this.
Were there boobs in
This is
it?
the second time I've seen this.
Yeah, there were boobs in it. And I
Automatic
actually
what?
liked
Were there
the
good
boobs.
effects?
The effects were good.
That should be worth at least 3 or 4 by itself.
This
Yeah.
movie should have been
Not
10 minutes
2.
long, is what it should have
been
been.
an hour long.
You know, 2 people wrote this? 2 people wrote this?
Should have been an hour long.
I don't know.
What do they do?
There's
Come
not
up
even.
with 2 short stories and lump them together.
I guess.
We'll take these kills and
but
we'll
these
put the
don't
Prowler.
mesh. I don't care.
That's exactly. It should have been an hour long
Will be a
because they had at
pitchfork
least
and-
a half hour worth of stretched out
Oh.
scenes that.
The reason I
bogged
give
me
it a
It
down.
made you
2.
so bored too. That's why it loses everything.
Yeah.
The reason I give it a 2 is because of the effects. Because this movie was so fucking empty, it needed something. And they threw this in there. I'm like, you know what? Fine. That's great. Fine. We got it. We might as well just have people running around and tits all over the fucking place.
That's what every
And
movie
everybody
is.
getting their heads cut off. Just non-stop. Because it would have been better than this. This was fucking boring.
But tits never take away from a movie.
No, I've never said they take away from a movie.
That's why they should always be in the movies.
Alright, yeah, I give this a 2 out of 10. I don't recommend it. There's better slashers. The effects are good, but watch YouTube. You can watch them there. What? What the fuck? Fine.
2 out of 10?
Yes, a 2 out of 10. This is not a good movie. It's not a good movie.
It's not that bad.
It's not a 0 and it's not a 1. Do you want me to give it a 3? Will
No.
that make you feel better?
No,
I'm giving it a 2.
I know.
I'm not giving it an extra point to make you feel good.
I'm gonna give it a 5
Alright.
out of 10. I thought it was just okay. It was long and drawn out in points. The effects were really good. There were boobs. It's an okay slasher. I've seen a lot worse. I've seen a lot better, so I'm gonna lump it right in the medium range of a 5.
Okay, Ben.
I agree with Cobra.
Okay.
5. I thought, like, you know, the effects are good. Again, it's Savini. I like the look of the killer. I thought the script, the storyline was pretty piss poor. I mean, it didn't make sense. He got his revenge at the beginning. He killed her. Why does this dance
He's
set
mad
him
about
off?
the. Okay, so he's mad about the dance then, right?
Exactly,
Except
like,
he doesn't
why?
kill anybody at the dance. Everyone who stays at the dance lives.
Everyone who wanders away
Everyone
dies.
who leaves the
Yeah.
dance dies.
You shut up. It's better than a 2.
Okay.
So I mean, some of the acting, the two, we're basically stuck with 2 main characters. I actually liked her. What was her name?
Am was good.
You liked it, but you can't even remember a goddamn name.
I don't remember names in movies.
Especially when they don't develop a character.
I thought, you know,
Shut up!
They were all right. I mean, it was an average '80s slasher. I think it has more of a cult following or praise
Does it?
than it should. It's got a pretty good cult following.
I knew The Burning. I didn't know this one did.
I don't know.
You mentioned slashers from the '80s, and the Prowler's always thrown.
I wonder why. There's just nothing special about it other than Savini.
That's why the
That's right.
effects are that good. That
I guess.
it's just. But I mean, it's an average '80s slasher. Like
Everything I want
prototype of a slasher.
I just think they
Boobs.
should have. The only reason
good
I'm giving it a
effects.
2, I think they should have given it more effort. I've seen other slashers where there's effort
Yeah,
given.
they should have.
There's no
but
effort given in this.
It's average though. I don't think it's a 2. What else have you given a 2? You
A
really
2.
hated Urban Legend.
I gave that a 1, I think.
So this is only 1 more point better than Urban Legend.
Oh, it's better than Urban Legend.
Well,
What?
I'm just saying. I think it's average, right in the middle.
I give a 5. What have I ever given a 5 to? Have I ever given a
VHS.
VHS? Yeah, that's average. To me, that's average because it's got some creativity to it. The effects
Yeah,
are
but the
some
time
good.
frame. It also had 30 years on that movie.
I think this movie literally seems like they just shit it out.
If this was If this wasn't 81, if this was a couple years later when slashers are it's still this bad, like I might rate it lower. But I mean, 81. It's
But you
not
just
bad.
named a ton of great 81 movies.
Yeah, this is not one of the better
This
movies that
isn't
came out in
one,
81
no.
by any means, but 81 was a fucking packed year apparently.
Yeah. So,
If
but-
it came out in 83, like 83 has nothing.
This
like Sleepaway Camp.
to me, this
Cujo.
reminds me of a movie like what's the movie where the kids go back for the high school reunion that you lent me?
Slaughter High.
Slaughter High. It reminds me of Slaughter High, where you're like, what the fuck? Just the
Slaughter
whole time.
High is better than a 2 also.
Slaughter High is better than this. It is.
And
But
that
it
girl gets
reminds
naked
me
for
of
a
that
ridiculous
kind.
reason.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
take a shower in the
I'm gonna take a bath in the basement
in
of
the
this closed
basement
down
of this
school.
high school that's been abandoned for 15 years.
It happened.
Okay, that's gonna do it for the Prowler. And if you agree with Ben and Cobra, or if you agree with me, let us know. You can tell us
Please
on.
let us know.
Yes, please. Give us some feedback, even if you don't speak our language, because I'm starting to think that that's what's going on.
We have translators on Google that we
Yeah.
We're drinking Dos
Don't
Equis
put that
today.
Oh,
Dos
that's right, we
Equis.
are. Yeah, we're drinking Dos Equis for a majority of our listeners. To be
Viva la
excited about.
Mexico!
Oh boy.
cut that out.
And now they're not gonna listen to us
Yeah.
anymore.
Why is that bad?
The whole time they listen to us, they can't understand us. I'm like, all right. Then somebody goes, "Viva la Mexico!" And they're like, no. They're trying.
They love
Nope.
it. They cheer.
All right. So yeah, you can follow us on Facebook.com/horrorcasting. Drop us a line there. That's fine. Follow us on Twitter @horrorcasting. Email the show and tell us what's on your mind. Horrorcastings@gmail.com. You can download us on Podomatic. They have a mobile app now too. I guess they're like, fuck you, Stitcher. We got our own mobile app.
Yeah.
But if you don't like that and you like Stitcher, they also have a mobile app, so you can listen to us in the car while you're driving instead of listening to music like a normal person.
I listen to podcasts in the car.
You're not normal. You and your bald head.
You're bald too.
Yeah, you both bald. Or than I am.
That's for the courthouse comment, and you know what I'm talking about. You can also download us on and subscribe to us on iTunes. Please do. Please rate us and review us on iTunes.
Look
Please.
at that little spider crawling.
Oh man, I wonder how many of those have swallowed
Probably a
since
bunch.
I've lived here.
Oops, he's dead.
Oh, you killed it.
I wonder if that's like the impact of like somebody getting hit by a bus, me thumbing a spider.
You're just
death.
walking down like the
Yeah,
middle of
I'm
a
just
field
like,
somewhere, and a bus just crushes you.
Cause he died pretty easy.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Okay, we actually after this episode we're gonna have a special treat for you guys next week. This is the one we're gonna do next.
Ice cream on Cobra. Is
That's-
that not it?
I didn't know about that.
Oh.
I guess that's my surprise. I guess. Wait, that sounds disgusting.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
you're a
Fuck! I walked into it again.
That sounds nice.
God damn it!
He's like yummy.
Where'd the cherry go?
What I meant to say was that we're gonna be reviewing The Shining, but it's not gonna be the way that you would think. I mean, I know a lot of people have reviewed The Shining. We're gonna do something a little different. So, we'll see you next week when we do The Shining.